We all know that we are moving from Karma Yoga to Dhyana Yoga. Frankly speaking, all this is a completely unknown territory for us. Are we practicing Karma Yoga? Perhaps the answer from the speaker himself is no. The narration that is happening in Shlok 3 and Shlok 4 is for those who have successfully attempted the Karma Yoga. Karma alone cannot lead to knowledge. This is a postulate in Shastra. By karma alone, you cannot get jnanam. Yet, karma in a krama samuchaya can give jnanam. So, karma and jnana, karma yoga and jnana yoga are serially attached, not parallelly attached. The same theme of Upanishad is now elaborated in just two shloka, which actually covers the vast literature of Upanishad. Why Bhagavad Gita is a scripture of divine eminence, why Gurudeva chose Bhagavad Gita as the only scripture to educate all of us spiritually, is because it has that kind of eminence where the most lofty philosophical but realizable ideals are spoken in few words, with, of course, the strength of the only divine language in the world, Sanskrit. Aru ruksho munir yogam. A is a upasarga. Ru is the dhatu. A plus ru. Ru becomes rohyati, and the rohyati, ha becomes a dha. Rudha also comes from the a rudha. A means incessantly, continually. A rudha, a ruhya, and kshudhatu. We all know the word kshudha, hunger. Ikshati, to want, to see, to want, to possess. The kshu, a, ruh, ksho, coming together. A, ru becomes a, ru is because of course, yan sandhi. So, aru ruksho means one who is desirous. Ruh is desirous. Rudha is not desirous because he has attained. Climbing the tree and reaching to the top of the tree. Ruh, rudha. So, aru ruksha, the one who is not only desirous, is attempting to climb. Desirous we all are. Every Friday we desire to become Gurudev. That desire has got no meaning. It's a barren desire. One who is working on it, attempting on it. How do you know that he's attempting on it? Because he's thinking about it. How do you know he's thinking about it? Because he's munehe. Munehe is shashti. Of the muni. The one who is a mananashila, and moment you say mananashila, you say he has mind. See the beauty of Sanskrit. In the second line, yoga rudha, mana word is not there. He is not muni. Why? He has already climbed beyond the mind. One who has climbed the mind or gone beyond the mind cannot be muni. The apparatus with which you are thinking is mind. So till the time you are thinking, you are mananashil. When you have gone beyond the thoughts, thinking is not required. All the equipments of a mountaineer are required till you reach the Mount Everest. After that, what do you do with them? They are of no use. But mind, well, it is the same mind which is of the use. For the one who is making use of it is called Muni. The gentleman who has ability to contemplate. Everybody is not a Muni. We all think that I should constantly be endeavoring to think about the Almighty or the Self or the Atman. How much we do that, sir? Not even on Friday. Even during these 2 hours, we are there for only 2 minutes by mind. So we are not a Munehe. Who are we? We are the listeners. Are we the real listeners? That too, sir, partly whenever time permits. Other than those like us, those who have strived hard to do the karma yoga in a serious manner, whereby he has done every act in his life by not keeping himself at the center but others at the center, by chiseling slowly the ego root away and making the ego smaller and smaller. Krudhata bhavati, the one who has reduced the ego, the asmita, step by step, inch by inch, birth by birth. Now his karma is his friend. Our karma is our enemy. Our karma is not our friend. Every karma we do, the karma entices us to do it and then drags us into the gutters of senses, as Gurudev calls it. While the one who is working, understanding that my role in this world is for the Sahajivan or Sahayajna, as Bhagavad Gita says, I am a chain, I am a loop in the chain of the universe. I have a role to play. I receive from somewhere and receive to give it to somebody. We appropriate it, misappropriate it. We do parigraha, and all because we think I am a different thing than the universe. Moment you think you are different than the universe, you will be kicked by the universe, which we call as papam and the retribution. Karma phala, the theory of karma vipaka. Now, when every time I do an act, sir, even seeing the things with the open eyes is karma. And we do not know. We will say, no, sir, I was just looking at the mountain. What is bad in it? Sir, bad in it is because moment you looked at the mountain, you felt, how beautiful. I wish I could be here forever, sir. The karma has already put you into the drain. Once this happens, then how do I come out of it? Because there is so much of karma I do in a day, millions of karmas I am doing in a year, in a birth, in multiple births. Ababa, what is the level of karma and the phalas and that mountain of phalam which is lying there in the Sanchita? The prarabdha is exhausting me in 170, 80-year-old birth of a human being. How many births, how many karma sanchitas, how many phalams? How do I come out? And then Bhagavad Gita comes to the rescue saying that, yes, what brought you here can take you out of here. A thorn has to be removed with the help of another thorn. But remember, after the thorn is removed, both the thorns are to be thrown away. Now, The first line refers to the person who is trying to use the thorn to remove the thorn. And the second line called Yoga Rudha is used for the one who is trying to throw both the thorns. Shamaha. So, karma karanam uchyate. The same karma becomes the cause, the karana. Karana and karana, two different words in Sanskrit. Karana is indriya. Karana is cause. Amongst every karma that happens, for every karma that happens, there are more than 9 reasons. One of that is karana, indriya. Remaining 9 are called karana, sadharana and asadharana karana. This is all elucidated beautifully in Vichara Sagar Rahasya by Nishal Das Swamiji. Now this karma becomes karana for the Muni who is attempting or desirous and attempting to reach upwards. Karma helps. Currently, karma is an obstacle for us. How does it help? Gurudev has given it. By working in the world with neither the egocentric concept of agency nor the egocentric desires, we are creating within ourselves a convenient atmosphere for the existing vasanas to exhaust without creating, that last line is so critical, without creating any new precipitate. Every new precipitate of fresh impression called samskara in Yoga Shastra leads us to a very big problem. Doing karma is not an issue because you are doing it as a part of your past desire. So that is not a problem. I want to be a millionaire, so right now you are struggling to become a millionaire. So karma phalam, not a problem. In the process of that phala vipaka, you get experiences like you become millionaire, and what is the experience? Ah, what a beauty to be a millionaire. Such a nice thing, sir. This such a nice thing is called sanskar, because now nice and not nice has become a sanskar on you. This sanskar will prompt you in the form of vasana to be always in nice and not to be in nice. That means again coming back, jati ayu bhogaha sati karma mule vipakaha, Yoga Shastra, Patanjali. So that is why the best part, the best way to use a karma, and you have no choice but to use karma in the first step. You came here because of what? Karma. How do you get out of this? By karma. But if karma is bringing me in, how can I get out of karma? Do karma in a manner so that no karma is left. That is called nishkama karma. Then what will happen? Then you will get ability to think how you can get out of karma. What is this ability called? Meditation. When karma is not happening, or when the karma is happening only on one particular goal, to the exclusion of others, it is called as a meditation. Mind well, meditation is also karma. It is called upasana, but karma and upasana both are karmas. In the first karma, the indriya, karmendriya, jnanendriya are involved. In the upasana or the meditation, only mind is involved. But whenever mind works, it is karma. Whether you use that mind with the help of indriya in the world, or whether you use that mind with the mind you are trying to meditate and get to the samadhi state. But while doing this particular upasana, a stage comes when the mind is thrown away, amana avastha. When that happens, you have left the clutches of karma forever. Initially, you leave that clutches of karma for a particular period of time. So it is called samadhi kala. Then when it becomes sahajavastha, at that point of time, you are out of the prakriti because you are useless for this samsara. Why? Unless you have an ego called Asmita, you have no presence in this samsara. And this man has transcended the ego. Without ego, there is no desire. Without ego, there is no phalam. Then whatever sanchita this person has, mountain of sanchita, is all becoming useless because the owner has run away. The one who did this sanchita is not to be traced anymore. What happened? He went out of this universe, out of this Prakriti. Then Prakriti says, oh my God, this man escaped my clutches. I can't do anything. What do I do with his sanchita? Bury them into the Prakriti again, throw them away. The owner has gone away. That is why the karma is now playing two roles. For whom? Actually, there are three roles. For people like us, karma binds. Nibaddhate. Bandhanam. For us, karma is bandhanam. For the one who is trying to use karma in a manner to expiate only the vasanas, to evaporate the vasanas without creating new impression, this is called Nishkama karma. He is aruruksha, desirous, the person who is attempting and thinking and attempting. So what is the crux of the story? The crux of the moral of the story is we are always aware of what is happening around us. We are not aware of what is happening with the mind. So instead of focusing outside, we need to focus on mind. What is the mind doing right now? The mind is going here, watch it. The mind is going there, watch it. What is happening? In Gurudeva's language, you are trying to know the horse, the stirrup, so that you can find the opportune moment to ride the horse. The horse is very wild. It will kick you again. This reminds me of a personal experience in National Police Academy when I was undergoing horse training. I thought I have excelled in the art of horse riding, so I tried to ride a horse, and the horse took me for a ride as long as for about 15 minutes with one of my feet in the stirrup, another out of it, and the horse was literally pulling me all over the huge ground. All the trainers were trying to tell me lots of instruction from the side, how to tame the horse. Somehow it was not getting tamed. The moment I used to pull the reins, it would stop. The moment I leave it again, it is to run. I realized how difficult it is to tame the horse and ride it. Just remove the horse and put the mind there. Every time an attempt is made to ride the mind is going to throw you. Initially, it throws you away. So what is the best part? You have to be friendly with the horse. So you first go. This is how the trainer taught us. Go to the horse, but in the first half, not the rear half. Otherwise, it will kick you. Go close to the mind. That means observe the mind. A prolonged observation of the mind helps us to understand the weaknesses or the habits of the mind. Once you know the habits of the mind, then unless you become friendly to the mind, you cannot control the mind. So what it means is every time you need to mind the mind. And minding the mind is called reminding. So you keep reminding about what Gurudeva is talking about the mind. Aruruksha muner yogo karma karanam uchyate. So then the karma helps such a muni to slowly come out of the clutches of the mind. So in the first half, the muni tries to conquer the mind slowly, but a stage comes when he realizes that the mind is no more rebellious, it is completely tamed. Moment he comes to, it is completely tamed and it listens to what he says. He has conquered the mind. Such a person is called yoga arudha. Yoga arudha. And then what will karma do now? Now the karma is, instead of mind telling the person, which is Aruruksho, the person starts telling the mind, the yogi starts telling the mind what to do. And when you are in a position to tell the mind what to do, then such an enlightened person uses the mind to do shamaha. What is shamaha? Virajya vishaya vrata dosha drushta muhurmuhu swalakshe niyatavastha manasaha sa shama uchyate. Vivek Chudamani. Virajya Vishaya Vratat. Virajya Vishaya, all these Indriya Artha Vishayas are useless. Why? Dosha Drushtya Muhur Muhu. Because they are having inherent fault in them, so that keeping the mind away from them and focusing on Swalakshe Niyat Avastha. Continuously focusing the mind on ekagrata, to do sanyama. Dhyana, dharana, samadhi together is called sanyama. To do sanyama on one particular one-pointedness of an object is called shama. And this is how the Yoga Rudha Muni tells the mind to stop going out, which is called Vyuthana. He first uses Vyuthana of the mind is stopped, and then Dharana starts. Dharana, when it is perfected, it leads to Dhyana. And Dhyana, when it culminates into the one-pointed focus or concentration, when the subject dissolves into the object so that the subject-object duality is lost, leading to a complete gulf between the two getting lost. So no more meditation, no more meditator, no more object to meditate, which is called samadhi. This is how karma helps. And once the person goes into asampradnyat samadhi, karma ends because asmita ends. Asmita is the only way the Prakriti asserts ourselves in the world of plurality. This is what exactly Gurudeva is saying when he says, earlier work without self is the means, after our work on self is the means. Gurudeva is talking from the personal experience, very cryptic words. This process is continued until working or not working. Through meditation, it is realized that self alone is the essence of in the ego, which till then was recognized as reality. When asmita is considered to be unreality, Atman as reality, till that time karma continues, then it ends. Why karma ends? For the karma, asmita, individuality is required. When individuality is gone, what is left? You can either be universal or you can be individual. You can't be both. When individuality gone, universality is obtained. Universality, sarva samaveshaka. Vibhur vyapyata is attained. That means Atman is realized. Such a person then, yadahi na indriya artheshu, saptami, na karmasu, saptami, anushajyate. Anu, again, upasarga. Anu means to follow. There is a name called Anuja. Anuja means the one who followed Agraja. The elder one should be there. Then only you can name the person Anuj. Unfortunately, these days, single child is also named as Anuj, which is wrong. Anu means to follow. Anu shajyate. Shajyate has come from sh. That sh has come, actually it is sajjate. Sa becomes sh. Sandhi niyam. Sajjate, saj. Dhatu is coming from sanja dhatu. Sanjayate. Kamat sanjayate. Krodha sanjayate. That means samyakena jayate. That means the one which is born. Now sajja, you know the word sajja, alert. Sajjaraho. That sajjate means hanging on. Anushajjate, perpetually hanging on. Yadahi na indriyartheshu na karmasu anushajjate. And then that is why Gurudev has given at the end of the commentary, Anu word he has explained. There is a continuity that is completely gone. There is nothing of the Indriyas are of no use. Those are empty vessels. Karma is also of no use. Why? Asmita is conquered. Individuality is gone. Then such a person, what would he think? He cannot think because thinking apparatus is gone. Think means mind. And mind, the first and the main and the foremost function of the mind is kalpayate, ideation. Samyakena kalpayate iti sankalpaha. That sankalpa itself is gone. And why then word sankalpa varjita could have been used, sankalpa sanyas, sarva sankalpa. Why word sarva? Because even the good sankalpa, I want to realize God, I want to be very subservient to God. God is God, everything good is also sankalpa. No good, no bad. Nafi asfat da pani miliya, har rage har jai hoon. Yes and no, both. Chaya atap, both. So what is important is it's not only sankalpa, sarva sankalpa varjayet, because there is no desire good or bad. If there is no desire good and bad for such a yogi, then how Ishvara can have a sankalpa? For our understanding, we say ekoham bahusyam prajaye, that was the sankalpa. Because we have no other explanation. Our buddhi cannot understand it. A person doesn't have a sankalpa, yet he creates the universe. We cannot reconcile this properly. For our understanding, yes. Because everything otherwise is niti. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudha tada uchyate. To give the explanation to the third shloka, what is yoga rudha? Fourth shloka is mentioned by Bhagavad Gita, and the fourth shloka says, na indriya artheshu, indriyas are gone. First of all panchakarma, panchajnanindriya, panchakarmendriya, and manaha shasthani indriyani prakrusthani karshayate, mana is also gone. Then when this is not there, still karma can happen because of asmita feeling, that asmita is also gone, so karma is gone. Karmasu anushajyate. Then what he does in this world? He does in this world precisely what the Lord does. Where is such person to be obtained? Why go here and there? Gurudeva himself is the walking God on the earth. Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Swami Vivekananda walking. Why? Whatever they did, their breath also is not karma. And when it is not karma, then you have to give some name to that. And that is why the name given is Leela, the play. Gurudeva played on the earth. Sri Krishna played on the earth. It is called Leela, not karma. So karma is what we do. Karma, for karma prerequisites is asmita and mind. Indriya, asmita, mind, all these are constituents of the karma. All these are gone for these people till they do something. How do you call them that? What is the name for? The name is Leela. That is the essence of these two shlokas. Hari Om.